2024 Lexus RX450h Plus First Test, Plus Performance. The greenest RX is also the fiercest. The new 2024 Lexus RX450h Plus refuses to accept its place in the RX hierarchy. Although it's expectedly the greenest RX thanks to its plug-in hybrid powertrain, assuming owners regularly plug it in and drive under electric power often, perhaps as an unintended consequence. That same powertrain also helps make it quickest of the new RX variants to run from 0 to 60 miles per hour in our testing. Only there's one small problem: the also new RX500h F Sport Performance already has dibs on that claim, which Lexus touts as the quickest RX ever. But the drama doesn't end there. In a stunner, the RX450 Plus also bests its F Sport Focus sibling around our Figure 8 course. With test gear affixed to a fully charged RX450h Plus, we recorded a 5.8 second 0 to 60 mph time, which handily bested the Lexus internal estimate by 0.4 seconds. That time also barely beat the best time we achieved in a RX500h F Sport Performance by 0.1 seconds. We've tested two of them. At the quarter-mile pole, 450 hours plus and 500 hours F Sport recorded identical times, 14.4 seconds, and trap speeds, 97.1 miles per hour. The gap, however, widened out on our Figure 8 course, where the RX450h Plus put down a lap time of 26.8 seconds, a healthy 0.6 seconds quicker, without the sport-tuned suspension and rear-wheel steering system of the RX 500 hours F Sport Performance. And it did it all with seemingly less power. With its all-wheel drive powertrain largely cribbed from the NX450 Plus, the RX 450h Plus features a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated i4 and electric motor driving the front wheels via a CVT. Another rear motor powers the rear wheels. Total system output is rated at 302 horsepower. Torque figures weren't available as of this writing. Meanwhile, the RX 500 hours puts out 366 horsepower and 406 pounds-to-foot of torque. Despite the 500 hours power advantage, the 450 hours Plus was able to carry more speed through the Figure 8 straight, likely due to its more powerful front electric motor, 180 horsepower versus an 86 horsepower unit affixed to the 500 hours. That pulls harder at corner exit, and the plug-in only weighs about 50 pounds more. Both crossovers were shod with a 21-inch rim and all-season tire package, but the RX 450h Plus on Bridgestone Alenza Sport AS rubber had more cornering grip and speed than the 500 hours riding on Goodyear Eagle Tourings. At the track, the team praised the 450 hours Plus for its precise and quick steering, composure on the skid pad, and good brake feel, reflecting an improvement since we last drove a 450 hours Plus prototype. Hey, Lexus, can the 450 hours Plus get an F Sport badge, as well? In the real world, most prospective RX 450h Plus buyers will gloss over its Figure 8 performance and focus on this number instead, 37 miles. That's its estimated all-electric range, which jives with what we experienced during our time with the plug-in electrified RX. We were able to stretch that number to 44 miles during mostly light and easy city driving but observed just 33 miles of electric-only power during a hurried highway jaunt. Lexus claims the powertrain will run in EV mode up to speeds of 84 miles per hour, a number we found to be accurate. Providing power to the electric motors is an 18.1 kWh lithium-ion battery pack that takes a little less than 2.5 hours to charge when plugged into a 240-volt outlet, or 12 hours via a 120-volt plug. To accommodate the larger battery pack, Lexus shrank the RX 450h Plus's fuel tank to 14.5 gallons, about 3 gallons smaller than all other RX variants, though it's reportedly capable of an impressive 540 miles of total driving range from a full gas tank and charged battery pack. Acceleration in EV mode is brisk to about 40 to 50 miles per hour and more than adequate past that. Once the gas engine steps in, it integrates with the electric bits smoothly. The 4-cylinder engine can get buzzy under wide-open throttle, but that racket should be rare because the powertrain is almost never strained under normal driving situations. Ride quality is also just as smooth, especially considering our test car was rolling on the optional 21-inch wheels. 19s are standard. The RX 450h Plus's larger battery pack thankfully doesn't intrude into the cabin. Cargo volume with the rear seats up and down is 29.6 and 46.2 cubic feet, respectively, and both rows of seats are adequately spacious. That said, the RX's cargo and passenger confines are smaller than some key competitors, such as the Mercedes-Benz GLE. Just as we've discovered with other RX models, interior fit and finish is top-notch. The automaker's new infotainment system is intuitive, responsive, and sharp, while our tester's optional 21-speaker Mark Levinson sound system was well worth the $1,160 price tag. For now, the RX450h Plus is only offered in the top-spec luxury trim, which adds semi-aniline leather, heated and ventilated, outboard, rear seats, a panoramic sunroof, and an info-packed, super-wide, 10-inch head-up display, which unfortunately disappears while you're wearing polarized sunglasses. Our test car's bamboo wood trim was a unique sustainability touch, as was the floating dashboard, which was especially dramatic at night when backlit with ambient lighting. Not surprisingly, the quickest and most electrified RX is also the priciest, starting at $70,080. Adding options such as the Mark Levinson system will bump that up closer to our test car's $75,930. That base price makes it a little over $9,000 more expensive than a RX350H's luxury AWD and almost $6,300 pricier than a 500H's F-Sport Performance. Outside of the RX lineup, the RX450h Plus's pricing roughly matches up with the Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e 4MATIC plug-in hybrid, which starts at $70,650 and surprisingly doesn't cost much more to spec it similarly to the Lexus. The Mercedes doesn't handle quite as well as the Lexus, but it's quicker in straight line. Perhaps most important, however, it has a greater advertised electric range, EPA rated at 48 miles, and DC fast charging capability, 60 kilowatt max charge rate, that can replenish its battery pack in about 20 minutes, an advantage the Lexus doesn't have. As for its other competitors, the BMW X5 PHEV is similar to the Lexus in price and EV driving range, while the Audi Q5 PHEV has a lower starting price, but isn't as well equipped, and offers a paltry 23 miles of range. While the RX450h Plus may not be the most compelling luxury PHEV on the market thanks primarily to that pesky Benz, we'll have to test them in a head-to-head matchup to find out for sure. It's the quickest and best handling new RX as far as we're concerned, so it has that going for it and a whole lot more.